Maa Gambhiri candidly recounts her transformation from a young, aspiring pilot to a devoted Sanyasi.
I had come essentially for my sister who wanted to attend this yoga class, hoping it would help her asthma condition. I somehow landed up with the responsibility of dropping and picking her up. Hence, I also landed up in the class. As an active girl, just out of my teens training to be a pilot, the yoga class was certainly not something I fancied. So here I was, sitting grumpily in the class, expecting someone like a gym trainer to walk in and show us some yoga poses. To my utter disappointment, a few minutes later, a bearded man entered the class in his white kurta and dhoti, walking very gently. It wasn't a great beginning at all. Though I found Sadhguru's voice very arresting, I didn't pay much attention. In fact, the next day I drove in early and stole his parking spot. Feeling very satisfied, I sat in the class, but this second day felt different for both of us. On our way back, we usually chatty sisters, hardly exchanged any words between us. Third day, his parking spot was available, but I chose not to take it. That day I sat in attention, listening to every word with absolute focus. To my surprise, he came up to me after the class and casually talked to me about my flying experience. That night I did not sleep. I had no clue about what a spiritual path is, what enlightenment is, or what a guru is. And I didn't know who Sadhguru is, but I felt I had known him forever. There was an utter clarity within me that day that this path, whatever it was, would be my life, but I had no idea how. From then on, I started to actively volunteer. Since I was so young, my parents were worried whether I really understood what it meant to walk this path. So they met Sadhguru to understand what was happening. After the meeting, Sadhguru advised me to take a 3-month break and see if this was what I really wanted. My parents packed me off to UK, but, of course, my clarity was for real, and I came back just in time for the 90-day Wholeness Program. I'm grateful to my parents who respected my decision and blessed my journey ahead. From yoga teacher to guru. What I saw of Sadhguru during the 90-day Wholeness Program matured my relationship with him in so many ways. Every day he would come looking very different and exuding totally different energy. For the first 30 days, each day he would conduct a new yet explosive meditation. Many of us had visions of life beyond our normal sense perception. At the end of the 90 days, I felt as we moved from being friends to disciples to devotees. So too Sadhguru's persona morphed from being a yoga teacher to a mystic, to a guru. Though most of us never articulated this within us, it happened inadvertently. I simply stayed on as a full-time resident after the wholeness. It was not a matter of choice anymore. Soon I had to taste what it means to walk the path choicelessly.
You have no choice to decide whether I want to be free or not. You have no choice whether I want liberation or not. You anyway long for it. If you long for it consciously, it may find fulfillment. If you long for it unconsciously, you will do all kinds of freaky things. In the name of freedom, you will get drunk. In the name of freedom, you will do drugs. In the name of freedom, you will jump off the mountain and smash yourself. People have done all these things in pursuit of freedom, haven't they? Yes or no? But if you do it consciously, you may find fulfillment. If you do it unconsciously, you may just get lost in the process. I'm just talking about doing your life consciously. I'm not talking about doing something else. I'm just talking about doing the same life process as consciously as possible. Because if you do it consciously, it'll find fulfillment.
Finding my balance. After the wholeness, my energies opened up in such a way that I was facing peaks of joy and peaks of hell within me on a daily basis. For a 20-year-old girl, it was too much to bear sometimes. A day came when I felt I had hit the pit within, and I called up Sadhguru for help. "I have given you all the tools that can bring you out of this," was all he said, and put the phone down. I thought about it and made my own sadhana schedule. For the next 48 days, After my morning practices and meal, from morning 10:30 to evening 5:30, I sat on a stone under a neem tree that we called Shivalaya and did 3 hours of Om chanting and 3 hours of Sukha Kriya, followed by Samyama meditation. I would set my foot down on the earth only in the evening to go for presence and evening practices. This sadhana, followed by Samyama, brought me an inner balance that till today carries me through situations in so many ways. This was a turning point in life that grounded me to the path. I was initiated into Brahmacharya in 1996.